Influence is needed when you don't have formal authority. Look at Malala Yousafzai and Greta Thunberg, hugely influential without any actual authority. I'll run through 4 influence styles. Develop one at a time to expand your range of influence techniques gradually. It's easy to assume that influence means persuading. In other words, bringing people to your point of view using reason and logic. You can improve your persuasion skills, state your proposal briefly and clearly, and support it with no more than 3 reasons. Choose reasons which will appeal to your influence target, which may not be the reasons that seem strongest to you. But persuasion will only work with people who respond to reason and logic, and there aren't many of them on this planet. Oh, I'm sure you do, yes, it's just everyone else, isn't it? That's the problem with persuasion. What seems reasonable and logical to one person seems daft and irresponsible to another. We're just like that. You might instead assume that influence is about being assertive, in other words, using confidence and conviction. You can improve your assertiveness. State what you want briefly, clearly, and politely. Don't give reasons, that makes it persuasion, and if people don't buy your reasons, you're lost. Equally vital, keep it polite. Say please, calm voice, friendly expression, otherwise it becomes aggression, which can get you what you want, but spoils the relationship. If your request is valid, stick to your brief, polite assertion message until you decide to try something else. So, persuasion and assertion are influence techniques that can work when done well, but both are about pushing people in the direction you want. The alternative is pulling, finding out about your influence target and working towards agreement together. So the third influence technique is drawing out, which means finding out about your target. You inquire about their point of view, listen, summarize, encourage them to say more, check you have understood them, and most important, you keep quiet about your views for now. Focus on understanding your target. How does this help you influence? Well, in a number of ways. First, it helps your target explore their own position and why they hold it. Sometimes your target might find for themselves that there aren't strong reasons for their position and so abandon it. Second, if you show you have listened to and understood your target's position, you have the right to ask, assertively, politely, that they listen to and understand you. Third, having listened to the target, you might decide to change your position, realize you don't need or want to influence them. Fourth, by finding out about your target's position and views, you can identify those reasons which matter to your target, so persuasion will change from being an unreliable style to one with more chance. An example. Suppose you go to your boss and say, "Can I attend a seminar next month?" And your boss says, "Sorry, no." What do you say next? You say, "Why?" or "Why not?" don't you? And then your boss will give his or her reasons. Well, there's reason 1, and reason 2, and I suppose reason 3. What are the chances of your boss ever saying yes now? She's cemented herself into the no position and you asked her to. Suppose, instead, you'd asked, "What would it take for you to say yes?" "But I'm saying no." "I know, but humour me. What are the circumstances in which you'd have been able to say yes?" "Well, there'd be issue 1 to overcome, and issue 2, and I suppose issue 3. Okay, so if I could sort out issue 1, make issue 2 go away and deal with issue 3? You see, instead of cementing into no, you've asked your boss to show you the way to yes. Just a technique, but it works. Try it. The fourth influence style is visioning. This is describing the current situation and why it's a bit rubbish, and describing a future situation, although using the present tense, which is more appealing. For example, every month we have this meeting and every month we get stuck on the same issue. We go round and never get anywhere. if we can just make a temporary settlement on this matter, we can get on with other issues. We're sorting out the resourcing problem, fixing the schedule and solving the backlog. You see, the difference between the dismal present and the glorious vision can inspire people to act. You can use this energizing vision technique in quite mundane situations. So that was 4 influence styles. Persuasion, if you have reasons that appeal to your target. Assertion, if you have a clear case and can stick to it. Drawing out, which is exploring your target's perspective. And visioning, which creates energy by describing an attractive future.